Good afternoon, everybody. I hope y'all are having a beautiful day, staying safe and staying blessed. My hair is a little bit messed because I got the windows open and the wind is just kind of blowing. So, anyways, today is a fantastic day to talk about the reason that I am sometimes capable of using the ag exemption and explaining a little bit more about the ag exemption and how it works, particularly for me at the company that I work for. So ag exemption is for products that have not been altered from their original state. So this does not include salads or anything like that because they've been altered, or like cut up green beans don't count because they've been cut. So anything like raw lettuce, it does include products that have been like cleaned as long as they're not like I said, cut or anything. So if you're picking up bulk products like raw cabbage or lettuce or kale, or strawberries, any kind of berry, tomatoes, cucumbers, all of that stuff, as long as it hasn't been processed, or any, I think certain seafood does apply. I'm not quite sure the rules as to the seafood because I don't necessarily deal with those, and I know that obviously animals that are alive definitely count under the ag exemption, but I don't haul animals, so I can't speak on that. So just what I handle is the produce, and that's when I can use ag exempt. So in California, Yuma, Arizona, Nogales, Arizona, and even down in a few places in Texas, I am allowed to use ag exemption within a 150-mile radius. So it can sometimes exceed 150 miles, just because as long as you stay within the radius of the dock of the shipper and or sometimes the receiver. I'm not too entirely sure how that works because I've only ever used it for the shipper. I know that you can use it for the receiver, but I don't deal with that, so I can't really say how and when that would work or be applied. So if I get a load that is marked as ag exempt in the load notes, or if I've been there before, like say I pick up at Dole or some other place that has in the name that it's going to be like some kind of fresh produce or something, then I know that I can punch that number, the address into my little radius app. I have an app on my phone that I can use to draw radius, and I punch a 150-mile radius in from the starting point, and I put the starting point right in the dock area so that I have a good idea of where my radius begins and ends. And so today I had to do that, and we drove, I think it was 180 miles in the ag exempt, because we had to go across and then up, so that was why it was like 180 miles. And as far as I can tell from what the other trucks have been pulling out of the docks, I am in the dock currently, but from what I can tell from the other trucks that have been pulling out, it will still be ag exempt when I leave. So if you get to the customer and they are loading your trailer and everything so far is ag exempt, but then they put one case or one package of product that is like say a salad or some produce that's been cut or something, your load is no longer ag exempt. So while you were able to go in on ag exempt, you are not able to leave on ag exempt, and then you would have to start your DOT clock. So, however, I don't think that's going to be the case today. Today we should be able to drive out of here up to 150 miles radius. So, and I'm pretty sure I know where that ends, but I'm going to double check the radius to make sure I know before I leave. I always double check before I leave to see exactly where I can switch over, and I try and pick the truck stop or rest area that is closest to the edge of the radius. And then I will switch over to on duty to do a pre-trip, and then I will start my DOT drive clock from that point. So that is the ag exempt and how it applies to me as a reefer driver at the company that I work for. I know that somebody had a question about it, and I just wanted to kind of explain it in the way that I was taught by our safety team on how to use it. And I did actually get in the office a few times just to make sure that I was fully understanding how to use it, because on the first load that I did that was ag exempt, I didn't go far enough on the ag exempt because I wasn't sure. At that point I didn't have the app on my phone to tell me where the radius ended, and so I was just kind of making an educated guess on how far I could go. And I was wrong, because I thought at that point I thought that you could only go 150 miles. I didn't realize that you could go 150 miles or more as long as it's in the radius. So now that I have a little bit better understanding of that, I use it as it's intended. And so yeah, like I said, that is how I'm able to use the sorry, I got these flies. They're annoying. So that's how I'm able to use ag exempt on the road. So, but here is a little shot of the doggos. Hi, Spud. You hiding up there, Bubba? What you doing? Look at your ear all standing up. Hi. Hi, Bubba. Oh, my cooker is laying down because I use water in it so that I can heat up the food, and it needed to drain the water. That's why it's on its side. I don't want it to get in the electrical system and then ultimately ruin it. So tonight's dinner, which is already cooked because I have leftovers from yesterday. Check this out. I got a little piece of the pork loin and some mashed potatoes, and we're going to pair that with a little bit of these sweet peas. And then tomorrow I have some of this pork loin, and it is seasoned with let's actually go look at that. So you can see I'm quite well stocked for a little while. So Sarah, can you move, please? Move! You're in the way! Or not. I guess not. Okay, that's fine. So I have, and the pork that I'm eating right now is seasoned with this salty Wahine Gourmet Hawaiian sea salt. Very good, by the way. Love, love, love that seasoning. But this is the seasoning on that other one. Smoky salt and cracked pepper. And it is absolutely delicious. And I actually need to take iron and vitamin C. So, at any rate, I should be getting the call very soon to go in the dock. So I'm going to let you guys go and upload this video. You guys stay safe, stay blessed, and we will see you in the next video.